Let me hit my mic here. Good afternoon. Happy Labor Day, everybody.
So I've got a situation report here about Brent.
Yes, Brent Schraff, part
Now,
of the group text.
I couldn't get Brent on the phone. First of all, we have a couple interesting points here regarding the first half leaderboard, which the first half competition on the NHC Tour, it ends today. But LoneSpeed group text member, the service member, Chris Inman, is in first. by the way.
Oh, wow.
He
Didn't know
started
that.
off strong at the NHC when he
That's
won
right.
the first chance, last chance qualifier.
First chance, last chance. He won the whole thing.
And then we got Chicago's Greg Lewis, that DeCaspers.
Greg Lewis.
I've met Greg Lewis a number of times, but DeCaspers is on a separate horse racing group text with Greg Lewis. And then our Brent Schraff, who is on both the private LoneSpeed group text and the public LoneSpeed, is in 5th. And this is Brent's situation. He currently has 12,600 points. You take your top 4 scores, and for Brent, his lowest of the top 4 is 1922,
Okay.
which means to get to 3rd place, which is Greg Lewis, at 12,868, Brent would need a score today. And since I can't get him on the phone, I'm not even 100% sure if he's playing, but he told me he was going to. He would need a score of 2191 today to move to 3rd place. Now that's assuming nobody else in the top of the leaderboard scored something big. I didn't go back and look at Friday to see if, like, John Gaspar, for instance, I know John. He's got a bunch of good scores. Kieran Thornton. I know you know Kieran Thornton. We both know him. You've sat with him. He might have put. So I didn't look and see if anybody put up big scores on Friday, or perhaps in one of the online contests like Express Bet yesterday. I could do that if I had the time. It just didn't occur to me to do it. So for now, we're focusing just on Brent and the score that he needs to put up today to get himself to 3rd place in the first.
Now, again, for the tournament, I'm looking at the leaderboard for the whole year here. With Greg is winning it.
Right.
For the purpose of what we're talking about,
you've got to click on, if you go up, there's a link there for first half leaderboard. If you scroll up a little bit, okay, first half leaderboard, click on that.
Oh, right here.
Yes.
And it gives me a PDF. Okay. So Chris is winning. There's Greg in 3rd. And our guy, Brent, look at him. He's all grown up. He's in 5th. Okay, so he is literally 1,100 points out. He would have to probably to catch Chris.
He needs 2191 to get top 3.
He's 1,000 points out. Okay. Or am I reading that wrong?
Yeah, I think you're reading it wrong. So you only count 4 scores. And if you notice, Brent's lowest score is 1922.
Okay, let me blow this up a little bit. His lowest score is 1922. So if he connects, how many points are going to be available today?
That's what we need to figure out. That's a lot, because there are over 400 people.
Oh, it's going to be a 3,300 one, guaranteed. If there's over 400.
There's 420 right now. We've still got about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to go and see, like, as soon as the first race is off, which is Monmouth's 6th race, I think.
Okay.
And we'll be able to go and see, what Brent played. We'll have to search around on the leaderboard for him.
And what is the prize to win this? Today's the last day of this, and what's the top prize get?
The top 3 get a BCBC seat.
Oh man, that's a good prize. That's 10 grand. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. Chris is looking good. Yeah, Greg's looking good, and
we would like it if somehow Chris and Greg and Brent could run 1, 2, 3. Now I don't think that can happen unless Greg scores something. And Greg's probably going to play today, I think.
Well, yeah, he's got to be playing.
Yeah.
Well, that's neat. This is exciting then. Good. So let's go to what's the first race here? Let me pull up the contest. Is this on horse tourneys today?
Yeah, it's on horse. Well, no, it's on the main one that always has NHC. What is that? Is that horse
players?
Horse players. Yeah.
Horse players.
And we're not going to be able to see the leaderboard until it closes.
I just want to see the contest. It's
Monmouth 6 through 8, Saratoga 8 through 12, Del Mar 1, and then 6 through 8.
it's the NHC qualifier on Monday. No, that's the feeder. That's BC.
It's the
maybe-
top one on horse players right now.
Labor Day qualifier. There. Oh,
Labor Day featured.
actually, I'm looking for the feature. I don't think it's up yet, or is it?
What are you talking about, buddy?
Okay, so I'm looking at the leaderboard. There's no leaderboard yet.
Right, because the contest hasn't started.
So I can't see it yet. All right, so what's the first race I should pull up so we can watch it?
Monmouth 6th race.
Monmouth 6th. All right, let me pull up Monmouth 6th. Let me log in. Because I know I can watch it on. Actually, horse players, I don't think they let you watch.
No, they don't.
Yeah, that sucks. All right, we got time. They're just kind of walking around right now. Let me pull it up. Okay, and then can we send? Well, I guess we don't want to tip our hand right off the bat.
Well, we don't know what Brent's going to play.
Yeah, we don't know. And
what I'm thinking will happen is the first race will go off. We'll find Brent. We'll see if he had one entry or multiples. It's going to take a while to find him, probably, because, well, he'll have that double qualifier logo next to his name, so we should just look for those. And we'll see if he played multiple entries. He might have only played one because it's a, what is it, $100 and something $130.
excuse me. Kind of an interesting night last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was, with a bunch of drunks. Fantasy football after party.
Very nice.
Yeah.
I should be getting ready to load in the gate here, I would think. At Monmouth. Yeah, so that's the situation that Brent's facing, and
I'd like to see him get that 10 grand. That'd be beautiful.
yeah.
The way that tournament is, it's 2,500 goes to the prize pool, right? And then 7,500 you play with for the Breeders' Cup.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah.
I've played in it. Have you ever played in that contest?
Yeah, three or four times. I did okay 3 years ago. I had the second half of the double. Marco convinced me to use Whitmore on the first half of a double, and I think I won like $6,000 on a double. Whitmore to whoever else I played that day. I forgot. It was a turf race. And I think I got 16 grand. And
I remember that. I was with Rich Nilsson down at Gulfstream that day. We played it from Gulfstream Park.
yeah, so I did all right. I didn't threaten the leaderboards, obviously.
It's post time for race 6.
Yeah, I just wonder what Brent would have here.
Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change my screen to...
Yeah, maybe you could say, hey, this is what he's got.
Well, I'm going to have to...
And midway through the race,
Correct. I'll have to move pretty quick to make that happen, I think.
Yeah, because we're already behind the 8 ball. They don't have the actual race up, so we can find out what
421 entries. And so what we can also do is we'll figure out what place he needs to get because we know how many points he needs.
Yeah. Well, I got a calculator I could pull up here. I haven't even looked at this race. I'll pull it up just for the hell of it. Monmouth. It's a dirt race, obviously. Non-winners of 1 going a mile. If I was playing this race real quick. God, the 5's a bomb. I might take a stab at that one.
All right, I'm going to leaderboards. I'm going to search for featured. There we go. Oh, it's 5 packages guaranteed, Steve-O.
Down on the inside, running
Oh, really?
third, a length and a half
Yep.
jar, a similar margin to last
Well, I already see one guy that didn't put any picks in.
Matter of time,
Ugh.
dominance, trailed the field together, 6 lengths off the lead.
That's
Approaching
bad.
the backstretch, Golden One in charge now by a half length. Chichovelo.
Greg Lewis paid 3 entries, by the way.
Down the backstretch, a length and
Greg
a half
Lewis is
run.
not messing around.
Third position with capitalized
Brent Schraff played 3. Okay, Brent's on the 5, the 6, and the 1 here.
with 5 furlongs.
He on his 3 entries, 5, 6, and 1.
Dominance in the second last position while getting to the fence. In a matter of time,
5, 6, and 1.
Yeah.
Played 3. Well, the 5 is one that I thought was interesting as a bomb, but
I just made a screenshot of Brent's
like
pick.
it's really scrubbing back there, the 5, so that one doesn't look like it's going to do anything.
The 6 is advancing. Where's the the 1's in butt naked last? So Brent
Yeah.
needs 6, I think.
Yeah, I don't see the 1 getting there
That's
from
the 6
there.
and the white cat.
The 5's trying again, but not going to get there. It's going to be one of these 4. The 6 is fighting
On the
on.
inside.
Come on, 6.
Who's that in third? Is that the 2?
Yeah. Come on, 6. Okay. Okay.
Not over. Get him home. Get
Okay.
him home. All right, Brent starts with a win.
Okay. What was the price on that one? 4 to 1, I thought I
4 to
saw.
1.
Okay. So that's good. Now, real quick, let me share this instead. So the 6-1 that I'm not even in the right what contest is it? It's not the
Oh my God,
BCBC.
Peter, did you got to get on that ADD medication. You're really frazzled already.
I am all over the place. Labor Day special NAC qualifier? Is that what this
That's it, yes.
Okay. I'm not trying to get in Rich's territory here, but
Yeah.
by the way, no, forget it. Anyway, the text messages.
Yeah.
I'm sure it worked out.
Yeah. Rich was right. I would have yelled. I would have yelled at him if he had done what the Caspers did.
Yeah.
Oh, Brent just responded. Hold on.
So we're gonna see.
So I got all Brent's. So I now have all Brent's picks highlighted from all 3 entries.
Yeah,
so,
this is a pick and pray, so there's no secret. Nothing can get changed.
right.
Thornton had the 7 and the 2. He had the
Find
7
it.
on 2 of his entries
Here it is.
and the 2 on the other.
All right. Yeah, Brent. So Brent was 5, 6, and 1 on that entry.
All right, so what we're gonna wait for is for this thing to go official. 4 to 1 over 7 to 2 over 8 to 5. Thornton had the 7 twice, so he'll get place money on those 2, and then there it is, $15. Okay, so if we go over here, and I guess I could simply just refresh this. Here we go. So obviously a lot of people with 400 entries are going to have it. All right, so 51 people or 51 entries. So that's
You've already updated the leaderboard?
yeah, 51 people had the winner. Lewis had it. There's Brent. Okay. So we can look at Brent's
Oh,
pick.
it's more than 51, bro. It's
Well,
80
oh, wait a minute. Time out. It's 87. My bad. 87 people had it. 87. All right. By the way, he likes Sir Anthony, at least on this entry. And I singled it in my cross-country pick 5. So I don't think it's going to be a huge price or anything, but it's a horse for course. Oh, that's the wrong one.
Well, the next race at Monmouth, it's as you know, I'm taking a bit of a step back.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a strong opinion here in the 7th. I sent it out on the. You
Yeah.
gotta be kidding me. I can't believe this can't be right.
First of all, let me look at the.
That's
There's
got to
no
be a mistake.
Okay, there's no Gulfstream. It's just Saratoga, Monmouth, and Del Mar.
Something's not right. Will pays Dublin.
It sucks that they're using 2 straight Monmouth races. You got to wait a while to get into that.
So the horse that I was interested in today at Monmouth.
Oh God, this 7 is getting pounded.
Well, but it's my 6 horse was 12-1 on the morning line. It's projected for 32-1.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean, I think the horse is live. I think the 2 is live. I think, I think the 2, 3, 7 are all obviously very logical horses.
All right, so with the 6, it ran well in its turf debut. The Kentucky Downs race at 1.5 miles, I'll throw that out.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess the Ellis race wasn't that bad. That was
3 wide around both turns in that race, and the horse was 3-1. I mean,
and you know what? 9 panels, 12 panels. Now you're getting the mile where that race 2 back on the dirt at 1 mile is really good. So, last one was a graded stake against Tapit Trice.
And
Highland Falls just won, right?
What was that?
Did Highland Falls just win? Was that yesterday?
Yeah, he won the Jockey Club Gold Cup yesterday.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
104 buyer speed figure drew away. I didn't even get a chance to watch that race, but I was surprised by the result. It was 7-1. But yeah, I mean, there's I guess you could look at a few things. The horse is fast if it can transfer that. It had a 3-race winning streak going into that last. If it can transfer that to the turf and get a good trip at 1 mile too, I mean, why not? That's a bomb. But yeah, I mean, I felt like the 7 was the most likely winner. Brent has it picked on that sheet. This is a horse for course angle, though. It's 3 for 3, locally.
And then you got the 2, the Graham Motion, who, looked visually impressive multiple times since the switch to turf. But I went back and looked. That horse has never really run against anybody of significance. I mean, it has not been beating strong horses or losing to strong horses. I definitely think this horse can take a step forward. So I would recommend including the 2. In fact, if the 6 wasn't in the race, the 2 would probably be my bet. I'm a little bit concerned that that the 6, Surface to Air, is projected for 32-1. I mean, it almost makes me wonder if I'm seeing something that's not there. If buyer speed figures are important to you, did run a 93 2-back, and that puts the horse very much in contention with the rest of the field. But I don't understand. I'm surprised this horse is projected for 32-1. Let me put it that way.
When it switched Barnes to this guy, it really perked
claimed.
up.
Yeah.
Well, it got claimed. Yeah, that would have claimed, by the way. Wow, 123 grand in earnings this year.
It makes you wonder if this trainer, who's 28% at the meet, 23% on the year, if he might possess magic. He has magic abilities.
This guy's 15. He's almost 15%, or he is 15. He's 50% in the exacta this year at the meet.
Yeah, 16-32. You're correct.
Damn, that's not bad.
Nope.
Well, it's going to be interesting. Brent, now that's just on one of his sheets, so I don't know if he's got a bomb somewhere else.
I've got all those picks right in front of me. Okay, he has the 7 on 2 of his entries and the 6 on 1 entry.
All right, and the 6 is the one we like. Okay, well, if the 6 wins, we're good. If the 7 wins, he's looking all right. Looking ahead to Saratoga, Super Quest. Let's see if I can get Saratoga up here. Is that race 7? No, that's going to be race 8. Oh, it's a 5.5 furlong sprint. Surveillance. Yeah, Super Quest is 3-1. Who did I have on? I had 5-8, I think, in this race. This is part of the cross country, I believe.
You're talking about, is that Saratoga's what, 8th race? Okay.
Yeah, I think I had the 8 and the favorite, but I did like the 8, Big Invasion, a little bit in this spot. Really big, a lot of issues 2 back in that grade 1. And I love that. I love Cogburn, the Asmussen runner. I think that's a really nice turf sprinter that it ran into. And then last time at 6 panels, it just missed, but 6-1 with Dylan Davis seemed pretty good. And then I think the favorite's gonna be tough. But the 6, I mean, that's what a consistent runner and super fast and definitely loves it locally here at Saratoga. So, but I think this is his chalk ticket that I'm looking at here, without even looking at the first race at Del Mar. Don't bring crazy. All right. Anybody else want to join in on our fun? I sent the text out to.
Nobody's responded just yet.
Yeah.
So I'm playing. Here's what I'm playing. At Monmouth, I'm playing the 6 to win, and then an exacta key box 6 with the 2-3-7. So basically, it's exacta boxes with 6-2, 6-3, and 6-7.
Yeah, I like that. You'll get paid. The 6 right now is holding good price wise. When I say good, I mean it's not like a complete bomb, but yeah, how close do you think it's going to get to that projection on DRF Formulator?
Well, I just looked at the double will pays. Okay, and to the 7, it's $11 for $1, and then to my horse, it's $195. So, I mean, that's a pretty substantial difference in price. At $195, it's the only horse that's a bigger price is the 10 at $353 for $1. The 1 is at 70, and then 27, 35, 25. Yeah, I mean, it looks, based on double will pays, the 6 is going to be a very big price. So, look, I on the one hand, as a horse player, you definitely want to get a good price when you can, but on the other hand, that's a big discrepancy. Not a lot of confidence in the horse. You know what I mean?
Lots of time in between these races. Hopefully the other ones go quicker. So yeah, I'm in 7 fantasy football, like home leagues and stuff like that.
Do you try to keep similar players in the leagues?
I have my core, like 5 guys that I try and get on every team, but I do 0 RB strategy, meaning I draft first 5-6 rounds. I draft mostly wideouts. I'll maybe grab like a tight end and a quarterback as well, and then I'll grab my running backs in the mid rounds.
Why do you do that strategy?
Because running backs today are more like it's running back by committee, pretty much. The chances of a running back making it through a 17-game season is slim to none. There's a lot. Rookie running backs can transfer to the NFL the easiest out of any position, outside of maybe offensive line. I don't know, but yeah, running backs are the easiest. They get hurt. I mean, ask any Nick Chubb owner from last year. Ask from years past your Christian McCaffrey owners. I mean, he's every other year, he gets hurt. So you got to handcuff those guys. But I like a lot of guys in the middle rounds. I like Chase Brown a lot in Cincinnati. I like Jerome Ford. I mentioned Chubb, but Jerome Ford's going to he's the starter in Cleveland, and you can get him in the 7th round, 8th round. I mean, Ray Davis on Buffalo is an interesting guy. Dowdle on Dallas. I don't think Zeke Elliott or Delvin Cook are going to pan out over there.
What kind of prize money are we talking about here?
Most of these leagues are $300 to $500 entry fees. My biggest league winner usually gets around 7,000 to 8,000. So I have a smaller family league tonight.
What is next weekend the first? When's the first game of the season?
Thursday night.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think it's okay. Monday night it's Chiefs in Baltimore. Thursday night.
Chiefs. Taylor Swift.
Oh boy. Hey, she hasn't gotten involved.
What do you mean?
Political discussion.
Wait, she what?
She's not really vocal about Kamala Harris,
Oh,
Which
she hasn't
I
got.
like.
Oh, okay.
which I like.
I didn't know what you meant. I know she's a liberal.
Yeah, I know, but that's fine. I don't mind liberals. I just don't like the crazy 15% left like Kamala and those guys.
Yeah.
It's okay to be liberal. I mean, look at Bill Maher. He's liberal. I mean,
I'm listening. I'm going to put this lamp on.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Justin, Elon Musk was liberal, is liberal. But he's
Who?
a comment. Elon Musk. He's voted Democrat most of his
Yeah, but
life.
he said he's coming out. He's going to vote for Trump.
Well, yeah, I know, because of the left. How crazy, the left has become in the last, I don't know, 4 to 6 years. It's been getting progressively,
Nuts.
Pardon the pun, progressively worse,
Mm-hmm. It's.
I think we just want some common sense on that front, and I think a lot of the guys like Elon Musk and Bill Maher. Bill Maher's not going to vote for Trump, but I don't think he's going to vote for Kamala Harris, or he doesn't agree with the far left, at least from what I've been seeing. Even the Young Turks, if you watch those guys on YouTube,
No.
they don't like. They're big time liberals, but they don't like what Biden and Kamala have been doing.
Really?
No, yeah.
Well, I bet you they're still going to vote for Kamala.
I don't know. We'll see about that. But Elon Musk has always been a little. Joe Rogan was a Bernie guy, Bernie Sanders, before all the crazy stuff happened during COVID, and how he got blasted.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Man, I'm out of here. I'm full born." He's a big RFK. He endorsed RFK. Well, RFK.
What are your thoughts on Trump and the vaccine?
I think during his presidency, at the end, when COVID broke, he had Operation Warp Speed, and it was more of a political thing to expedite the process and get a vaccine out. But he's not. He didn't take the vaccine.
Yeah, but I got.
And Fauci was. Listen, man, I think that thing happened so quick, and we had a lot of. Nobody really knew how to handle that or knew how weird it was going to be. I'm just glad I never got the jab, personally.
Same.
Because a lot of people that I know personally that have gotten it, that have taken the vaccine, they've got some serious problems right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think young kids that got it, that was totally crazy. College kids. I've mentioned this to you before. One of my best clients, their daughter got the vaccine and has myocarditis and had to quit the volleyball team in Wisconsin here. Yeah. So, and I know Rich Nielsen has come up with has a lot of crazy stories like that too. He sent a couple to me, and
Mm-hmm.
but anyway, hopefully we don't get a West Nile or monkeypox or some other outbreak right before the election.
Yeah, man. Listen. We talked about our wager. And I feel very good about my chances to collect.
You know what? I felt good about your chances 3-4 weeks ago. I feel great about my chances as today on Labor Day.
Well, look, listen, Trump could win the election but not serve, and I win the bet. I mean, you're just.
So you're saying he won't make it to the January 20th inauguration
I'm
if he even
saying-
got somehow elected?
Correct. They're going to
Okay,
stop.
yeah. The way you framed it right. He's got to get sworn in January 20th.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I got you. And just for everybody out there, it's I gave you 3-1 odds on a specified bet,
Mm-hmm.
a monetary value that we don't have to really disclose, but
It was not a small wager.
Wasn't a small wager. Wasn't like it
No.
was a good size wager.
Yeah. That reminds me, what's going on with Bitcoin these days? I'm sure you could talk for 2 hours about it.
Yeah,
but
Bitcoin's doing good. It's it's being adopted all over the world. If Trump wins, Bitcoin will probably hit 125,000 next summer. By 2033, you can see a Bitcoin in between 250 and 400,000.
you used to say by 2030, Bitcoin at 500,000.
Me too, Steve-O. Jay, you want to? Okay, I saw that late. I don't know. We talked about a lot of different things, Jay. If you want to specify. What'd you say, Justin?
Actually, you used to say Bitcoin was going to hit 500,000 by 2030.
Yeah, I kind of curved that down a little bit, but it could happen. I mean, look, I think one day it will, in our lifetime. 100%.
My recent thing has been silver.
Oh, the Trump bet.
There's that Saratoga J. I'm sorry, Jay Saratoga. Yeah,
So Jay likes my bet or your bet? Or
no, so the bet I made with you, Steve-O, I made with Jay Saratoga, and that's who this is.
Oh, okay. I got you. Thanks, Jay. All right. So Jay's in.
I wasn't sure of Jay's last name, but
hey, don't bet too many people, Justin. At least you're getting odds.
Yeah. I've got Jay in my phone as Jay Saratoga because I think that's what he's on Twitter.
Yeah.
I know everybody by their Twitter names. And yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So 6 is still hanging around 12-1 here at Monmouth. Brent's got the 7 on 2 entries and the 6 on 1 entry.
Yeah, the 7 just looks, I mean, until it loses here, it deserves to be the favorite. I don't know if I would play that 4-5. I did single it on my cross country, but
I'm going to check the leaderboard here and see.
I didn't play a big ticket on that. But yeah, 6 is staying steady. I can't see the 6 going off at 32-1 at post.
Man,
maybe
I don't get it. The double will pays say that the horse is a stupid price.
Mm-hmm.
And
starting to creep up,
but there are quite a few people on the leaderboard that have it. So people saw what I saw.
Well, here's the deal. It's run at Kentucky Downs on 1.5 miles and 2 9-panel races. It's had some issues. The debut on turf wasn't bad at 9 furlongs.
Look, Brent's got it on one of his entries. It's not. He doesn't have it on the entry that hit the first race.
Correct.
But it doesn't matter because if it goes off in the 30s, it's a capper, and he'll take that any day.
Oh, of course. Of course. I wonder what it looks like in the post parade here.
Yeah, if the thing's got fucking 3 legs, I may have to cancel my bet.
Yeah. And I wouldn't put too much stock into the LASIK thing because, it didn't run great before it got claimed anyway on LASIKs.
The 2 is dangerous. The 3 is dangerous. I think it's 2, 3, 7 are your logical. The 6 could be a spoiler somehow. So 5 scratch. So let's see our 6 here.
6 looks okay. No wraps on it.
Yeah, no wraps. It's not sweating or anything.
It's got a
pretty horse.
Nose band. Is that a nose band? It looks like it has on there.
Or is it?
Yeah, it looks like a nice runner.
Yeah.
The 7, there it is. Blinkers, no fronts. We'll see. The 8 looks. I guess they all look good. Listen, I'm not the greatest judge of horse flesh.
Me either.
I got to be honest. The 10's wrapped up like a mummy in a steak. So.
Well, it's 23-1.
I always pay attention to that more so in claiming races, but I don't like to see horses with front wraps at all, to be honest with you.
The 10's projected at 46. My 6 still projected for the low 30s.
Well, 6 is creeping up as we speak. We still have 5 minutes to post. The 7's holding steady at odds on. Okay.
Like I said, if the 6 wasn't in the race, I'd be betting the 2. Graham Motion, who's a massive liberal.
Oh, really?
Oh my!
I think you mentioned that before.
Oh, I've gotten in arguments with him on Twitter about politics.
And isn't he originally from across the pond?
Yep.
Where's he from?
It's the UK somewhere.
Oh, that might explain that. I mean, look what's going on over there with their migrant issue.
Did you hear about what's going on in Colorado with
Yeah, I heard about that.
Venezuelan gangs taking over apartment buildings?
Yeah. And nobody's doing anything about it?
It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't quite get that. Boxing the chalk with the 347 here. Oh, you left off the 6. Might want to reconsider, but we're not going to tell you what to do.
Yeah, I mean, look, the 6 could run fucking last. I mean, the way my picks have gone, the way my picks have gone the last month, that's probably what's going to happen. I just think the horse is being completely dismissed inappropriately, and it has a shot.
Well, it's doing something different.
What's the projected price?
It's never run a mile on turf. It's run
Let's see what the
longer.
projected price is on the 2. It's 9-2 from a current 6-1. Yeah, I mean, 237 is where I probably if the 6 wasn't here, I'd probably play the 2 over the 3-7 in exactas and try to connect.
How many minutes we got to Saratoga's 8th? Because that's going to be the next race.
We got 23 minutes.
Oh, wow.
And then Dylan and DeCaspers are on the same horse.
Yeah, I know. And so, by the way, Brent has that horse.
Well, there you go.
So
you may have to shift gears there and try to cash a ticket.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna play. I think I'm gonna play that horse. It's a pick and pray. Is Dylan on any live cash games today? I don't even know.
I don't know.
I don't want to blurt it. I guess we can mention his horse, but it's got our buddy on it who won a big race.
Carl Fry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hell, same connections, really. All right, so the 6 is 17-1. I still doubt the 32, but it's still going to get close to. It's probably going to be a capper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 19-1.
And I gotta. There's those 2 races at Del Mar that I want to handicap later.
Is this closing day at Del Mar as well?
Good question, bro. Let me look. No, because they already have PPs out for Thursday and Friday of next week.
Okay.
I think, Del Mar goes longer than Saratoga does.
All right.
Yeah, Del Mar's 8th and 10th. They don't go up till for 4 hours, bro.
Yeah, it's nuts. And like I said, I got a fantasy football draft at 6:30.
You're devoted.
Listen, this is my last draft, and then I'm done. Yeah, this time of year, right around before and around Labor Day, I'm just inundated with fantasy football drafts, and I can't really do a lot with horse racing. I can't go to the track. I can't do anything. because 2 of these leagues are like an all-day event.
Really?
Yeah, it's everybody getting together. Like my buddy, he owns a bar in Kenosha, and he let us. It's closed on Sundays. He let us have the bar, and he's like, "Yeah, you can drink whatever you want." We probably ran up like a $500 bar tab in reality. If
Dude, I saw something yesterday that says, like, I forget what it said, but something like Wisconsin.
drunkest state in the union.
Yeah, something about the number of bars.
Oh, there's a bar in every corner, bro. In Kenosha, in Pleasant Prairie, or in southeast Wisconsin here. Yeah, just go down any street. There's a tavern right on every corner. And a lot of times it's going to be like a bar, Justin, with an apartment upstairs. You know?
Are these so like in residential neighborhoods?
Yeah, you can walk there, get hammered, stagger home. You know.
Do attractive women hang out at these bars?
You know what? You'll find a couple, but I don't want to say too much, but well, you're in Orlando area, so it's pretty much you're pretty much a grade 1. You got grade 1 runners down there.
Okay.
Using horse analogies. Over here, you're talking about solid $7,500 claimers. You know.
Oh, 7,500?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I'm sorry to hear that.
But once in a while, those 7,500 claimers can step up and win an A other than, or maybe a listed stake. So it happens.
Mm-hmm. You say so.
Yeah.
I've been to Wisconsin on work before. I've been to Madison, and I feel like there were
Madison's a very good, cool little party town. Kind of liberal, but all right, here we go.
Anthony, wheeling back at just 2 weeks off a big stakes win here at Monmouth. Your current 6.
Well, I singled Anthony, and Brent's got it on 2 of his tickets.
Yeah,
If it wins, it wins. If it doesn't, then we got to cheer on the 6 here.
Pat McBurney entrance. Actually, there's one more behind there. There are no words as well. So there's 3 back behind the gate. There are no words. Here he comes. Post position 8. Starstruck Notion walking forward. He goes in. Golden Brown to round out the field.
The 1 should
We're ready to
go right
The
out.
Red Bank Stakes.
I would imagine the 1 would get the front. We'll see.
And Lyra, surface to air was off a step slowly.
Yep. Awful break for my 6. That's a really great way to start a bet.
He's pure gold right off of him in the second with There Are No Words. St. Anthony, Sir London are next in the field. Golden Brown in the 3rd last spot. Starstruck Notion second to last. And surface to air is at the back of the pack. 8 runners charge into the club.
Yeah, a little wide in that first turn, too.
Yeah, missing the break and then going wide. So you can forget the 6.
That's a trip note. The 7's covered up in there, a little
Now the
crowded.
6 continues to advance down the back around the first turn. That's also bad. Advancing down the backstretch. I mean, so far everything about the 6 has been disastrous. There's not one good thing that's happened.
And the 8 is getting the trip at death at 7-2.
As they head down the backstretch, Ocean City going at a decent clip.
And now it's already getting kind of goofy.
There are no words. Still behind him in second. Now there's a gap of 2 to
I don't know what they're doing on the 7. Looks like they're got a tight
The
hold
6
on
is
it.
going now. So
23-1 is pretty
it's
quick.
going to be wide around both turns after advancing the whole race. The 6 hasn't relaxed for 1 minute in this race.
I don't know what they're doing on the 7 here. I mean, come on, Bravo.
There are no words on the
Now he's going to do the
outside.
Zenyatta route out there. I don't think he's going to get there from there.
Off the turn with a nose in front. Ocean City to the inside. He's pure gold 3rd. Then comes Starstruck.
Here comes the 7.
Outside, Sir London.
Yeah, trying to do the damn Zenyatta route out there. It ain't going to get there.
No words. He's pure gold. The 2 New Jersey breds are going to go at it.
It's going to be 3.
Pure gold. Oh, what a racehorse he is.
That's Paco, I think, right?
Paco Lopez.
Ultra gritty and all heart to win the Red Bank Stakes over There Are No Words.
I didn't like the trip by both the 6 or the 7.
Yeah, I mean, it was terrible.
You know, when all things are even, Paco Lopez at Monmouth is not a bad thing to have. I could tell you that. Joe Bravo thought he was on Zenyatta, grabbed a hold of him, was last going into the far turn. I don't get, and then made a big overland route. We already talked about the 6. Pinched or whatever the hell happened at the beginning, was wide in the first turn, wide on the
Well,
back.
that's all bad, but I mean, continuing to advance around the clubhouse turn and then continuing the advancement down the backstretch. I mean, on dirt maybe you can do that, but you're done. You try that on turf, it's over. You've got no shot.
Well, the bad news is no good for Brent, but the good news is that result's not gonna
It's not going to break
bury him or nothing,
No.
Gold was first.
But
There are no words. Second.
I mean, it's $15, I would imagine, and another $6.
Hey, let's switch over to Del Mar and maybe we connect on Dylan's horse, Dylan and DeCasper's being on the same
Yeah,
board.
yeah, because I want to play that horse. Let's go over there. Let me. All right, let me get out of here. Refresh this. So that's the horse.
Yeah, they're on the 3. So second off, a pretty lengthy layoff looks like going pretty quick. 11 horse field sprinting. The winner won by 5 and then came back to win again in the grade 3 Torrey Pine.
Yeah, that last race was something. Hope Road came back. Wow, look at that.
Is that who? Yeah, that's who the 3 was running with. So it's like, the 3 ran with Hope Road early and just couldn't hang.
Wow, look at Hope Road since Sadler, he wins races, but man, went to Bob's Barn and holy cow, this thing's winning by daylight. It's a repeat of every race. It's just the same race every time. And the last time that was with no LASIK. So, what kind of race is this? Oh, this is a other than. Okay, well, that was that race. So I mean, look, you came off a layoff and you had to butt heads with that horse. I mean, and you like to be near the front. A horse like that could take the heart out of you in that race. So
there's no Hope Road in here.
No, there's not a horse like that that's going to run with him early. The 5's not really fast. We know this horse, but
the 2, the D'Amato,
a rare jewel with the Sormo.
Oh, look at that. The 2 also hooked Hope Road in the maiden race.
Yeah, I see that. Okay. And then last time it won, but I don't know. It doesn't have as much of a foundation, and
but closed really well. I mean, it looks like the
it's even money, right? So yeah, I think we're on the right horse. Let's try and beat it.
No, I'm totally with you. I think the 3 probably goes to the front. Where's Rispoli? Rispoli jumps off to ride the 1. And Carl jumps on board. Of course, Carl and Doug O'Neill just teamed up to win with the
1's been training locally really good. It ran fast as hell in that debut. At least early fractions. Came home a little slower, but it was a young horse back then. A young 3-year-old. But man, I hate the 1 hole. The 3's on the outside of those 2, and yeah, I mean, plus we got a behemoth backing us that likes the horse.
That's right.
So that's good.
And if you're a
There
placement
it
golf
is.
player, you know that it kicks off with racing on these 11 piece programs. Just got the call for Riders Up. It's go
Del
time
Mar.
for Del Mar.
I'm going to look at the standings real quick. It looks like so far we have 21 people that are perfect. So just got to start picking a few of these off. Saratoga 8. What do we have going on over there?
We got 10 minutes.
All right, so I could. Well, that's going to be interesting, man. They're going to have these right next to each other, huh?
I can tell you who Brent's got. Well, is that the third race in the? Is
It's the third race, yeah.
Brent's got 6 on all of his entries.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
And the price there on that 6 is 5-2. Okay. Well, he's playing it that way.
Yeah, that horse looks pretty good. I saw that one. I do like the 8, but the 8's getting bet. So they're basically the same price right now. All right. We got a $16, $17, whatever, $16.80 horse here. Have you been to Del Mar before?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times.
Okay.
Had my best day at the track ever at Del Mar.
Really?
Breeders' Cup 2017, I guess it was.
Okay. Refresh my memory on some of the big winners that day.
Good Magic won the Juvenile. Talismanic won the Turf. Gunrunner won the Classic.
Yeah, those are okay. Yeah, Gunrunner was awesome. Kind of an underappreciated horse. I mean, when you throw in all the other big runners, American Pharaoh and Flightline, and recently he gets kind of lost in the shuffle a little bit, but he was awesome. And even before that, California Chrome and Arrogate. But boy, Arrogate, talk about a horse that second coming, of Secretariat, and then just a really nice horse.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Dubai World Cup was insane, but okay, what were you saying?
Dylan also, if you check your text, I don't want to give this out because it's Dylan's private information, but he also gave out a double at Del Mar.
I'm playing it. I am playing it. Where the turf meets the surf, that old Del Mar way.
Where the turf meets the surf, down at old Del Mar. Take a plane, take a train, take a car.
I'll jump aboard Dylan's pick here.
Yeah, gotta play it.
Where the turf meets the surf, at
Del Mar.
The horses for the first race now out on the track.
Trevor Denman.
This race named in honor of the Thoroughbred Investment Group.
They should make a remake of, or maybe a sequel to Let It Ride. What do you think?
Yeah, you know what? I really like. I saw that movie in college, and I liked it a lot. I think it was filmed at Hialeah.
Yeah, it was. It was.
I never made it to Hialeah.
There were a couple of things in there that are funny when you go back and watch it. Like,
yeah.
Did you notice how everybody's just allowed to go back to the backside?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of things about it that don't add up. Same with Seabiscuit. It's I always thought that Seabiscuit was a little bit hokey. and silly.
Yeah, I thought Secretariat was like that a little bit too.
I never saw Secretariat.
Yeah, if you watch it, the owner of Sham, the guy that plays the owner of Sham in that film, it just acts really conceited and goofy, and I wonder if he was really like that, but
No, I'm sure not.
it was kind of over the top. Do you remember the NHC had a really cool thing in 2011? They had the world premiere of Luck. And
I also thought that show was fucking stupid.
well, they were trying to make, you know what they're trying to do with that? Horse racing meets the Sopranos or something. I don't. Yeah, but I didn't mind it. Dennis Farina, I've always been a fan of his. You know, obviously he died, but the guy that was from Iron Eagle was in there. He started out by playing poker, and
Yeah.
they're putting that pick six together, and then I don't know. It was all right. I mean, they could have. They probably were going to run out of. They were going to run out of storylines probably, and
I can't just watch a TV show or a movie and just suspend disbelief. I've got to criticize everything. Like the Top Gun Maverick, okay, the one that came out a couple of years ago. So I mean, you and I are about the same age. Top Gun was like a big part of my childhood. I was
that was huge.
I was 10 years old when it came. I was in fourth. I think I was in fourth or fifth grade, whatever grade I was in. I was 10, and you know, I thought it was awesome. And then Top Gun Maverick comes out, and it was probably both my wife and I wanted to walk out. It was so stupid.
Are you guys serious?
Yes. It was really
Okay,
dumb.
listen. I don't get easily offended, maybe, but there's a couple. Look, the obvious thing was who are we fighting? That wasn't. I mean, yeah. I mean, honestly, who was the enemy?
Well, this was.
So I didn't like that. Pick an enemy. You know,
Every scene, somebody's mad. They're like, that's not the way military guys act. They're not in a class all super competitive with each other, calling each other out, trying to put each other down. Every time Tom Cruise had a conversation with somebody, that person was like basically saying, you know, if it was up to me, you'd be kicked out of the Navy, but I have no choice. I need you. It's like, enough. We get it. And everybody hates Maverick, but they have to use him because nobody else can do it.
Yeah.
We get it. Is there a plot in our midst here? I mean,
listen, man, I thought the movie was tastefully done. I didn't like that there wasn't an enemy. I think they mirrored a lot of things from the original, the beach scenes, and the way that he walked in to meet the students for the first time after they made fun of him or whatever at the bar. I mean, there was a lot of too much of that going on, but I wouldn't go as far as saying it was so bad I had to walk out. Now, I went and saw The Grinch Who Stole Christmas with Jim Carrey. I walked out. This was, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. I walked out of the movie theater on that one.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, you don't want to see it. It's god awful. You know. Around Christmas time, I watch It's a Wonderful Life.
Approaching the starting gate.
I watch Die Hard, and I watch Christmas Vacation. Those are the three films I watch. I don't know how you feel about those three.
Die Hard and which one?
Christmas Vacation and It's a Wonderful Life with Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah, that's not my cup of tea.
None of those films?
No.
Die Hard and Christmas Vacation?
I mean, Die Hard was okay. It's a little bit much.
It's an iconic film, and Christmas Vacation is the best of the National Lampoon Vacation.
No, the original Vacation is the best.
Oh gosh, I disagree. Maybe our listeners or whoever's 91 people watching this can chime in and say, "Hey, no, Christmas Vacation is the best." And then It's a Wonderful Life. You need to sit down and watch that with your family. It's a very good feel-good film set in the 1940s.
Yeah, but I don't watch. That's black and white, right?
Yeah, but come on, man. Maybe they might. I think you can find it in color.
I don't watch black and white. Speaking of family, though, my kids are about to pull in. They're their mother, aka Consuela, is about to drop them off. I'm gonna go say hello. And
Yeah,
then
do that. We're
get
gonna
warm
watch.
them for
We're
next
gonna watch
week.
the 3 horse.
I'll be right
race.
back.
Yeah. And for you guys listening out there or watching, come on, man. What's the best National Lampoon's Christmas vacation film? You won't hurt my feelings.
So now races
All right, here we go. It's a Wonderful Life. I can't believe Justin hasn't seen It's a Wonderful Life. He doesn't think Die Hard's that great. Hey, man, different strokes for different folks. I'm going to need some more coffee. All right. I hope you guys are having a cool and lazy Labor Day. Back to reality tomorrow. Yeah, man. I mean, dude, exactly. Remember when he's loading up the cart at the store? He's putting all that dog food in there. Cousin Eddie. Oh, man. All right, we got the 3 here. The 3 here. The great Dylan Donnelly likes the 3 here, and Brent also has it on his ticket. So might want to play this 3.
Well, that was pleasant.
Was that nice?
Huh?
Oh,
No,
yeah, the transfer went nice and easy.
Yeah, it was relatively seamless.
Okay. Yeah, my brother's got to deal with that too, bro. It's,
My oldest and her mom are not super getting along these days.
Hmm.
All right, so we're on the 3 here, right?
Yeah, we're on the 3. I don't, we have that nice company line. The 2 also has a company line with the same runner.
Well, do you think the 3's getting the lead here and wiring them?
I don't know about that, but I like our post, so we could see things develop from there.
Good break. Great break.
We broke good. Are we asking a little hard? I think we're good though. The 4 is getting out there. 4 is 25-1, but the 3, wow, got ahead of the 2 relatively easy. The 2's going to try and split us here.
Scary fast ride in the green 5 or for leaders. Venganza second last, and Noki is the trailer. Into the turn they go, and Don't Bring Crazy leads it by a neck. One Magic Filly is right there.
I mean, I didn't like the way the 2 did that. If I had to, watch the 2 win easy, but I don't like it when the horse makes the move like the 2 made. Kind of catch up quick, but now
is this 2 this good?
I don't know. I didn't think so, but
fuck, man, the 2's running like it's an easy winner here. I mean, but we did go really quick. 44 and 2. Of course, the 2 had to get into contention, but
I mean, this horse did face that other winner on
yeah,
debut.
but man, I just we had to work a little harder early on. The 4 kind of pushed us.
This horse is obviously a fucking freak.
Yeah, it's a monster. The 4 kind of. See, I was worried about the 1 or the 2 pressing us, and we had the nice outside position. It was the fucking 4 who ran dead last, well, next to dead last, that did all the damage to us.
Well, look at that. The horse that the 2 horse who just won.
Yeah.
Its last race, the horse it beat also came back to win at 1-5. That was a Baffert. So all 3 of those are like you're gonna want to pay attention to these.
Oh, I mean, Saratoga's going off. Who do we need over there? I'm gonna switch.
I said Brent needs the 6, right?
Is that who he needs?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
He's on the 6 on every entry.
Well, they're off, and I don't know where they're at. And I hate when these races are. We need a commissioner.
I'm gonna go over to it right now. It's off. Well, they're showing the 8. It looks like the 8 won the race.
The 8 won the race?
I think so, because they're showing the. So this Brent 6 took the lead. Brent 6 looks like a winner with 50 yards to go.
Oh my God! Yeah, there it is.
But it's going to run third, I think.
Oh, that's terrible. So the 8 was the one that I liked, I believe. Was the 8 the yeah, the 8 is
Big Invasion.
yeah, that was the one I liked. With Dylan Davis, who
Just keeps winning.
he's winning everything. Portnoy is betting him blindly.
Oh, is he really?
Yeah. Dylan Davis in the race, he's betting him. Well, that sucks. We couldn't watch both of those live. We got Saratoga and Del Mar, the two premier meets going on right now, and they're going off at the same time. That's really great, guys. NTRA or whoever's responsible for that shit.
Nobody is. It's
Nobody,
It's
yeah.
like make a phone call. You shouldn't need an organization to coordinate fucking post.
I mean, it was terrible. I didn't have time to really look. I mean, I didn't even bet. I like this horse. I didn't even bet it. I didn't even get a bet in because, whatever. Or maybe somebody else out there got the bet in. Did he have the 6 on all 3 of his tickets?
Yes, he did.
That sucks. All right, so the next race I would imagine is a Monmouth race.
No, it's no. It was Del Mar. Del Mar's first was a race, and who did Brent have?
Number 8, Big Invasion first, 9 shots.
Brent had 3-3-1 in Del Mar's first, so he blanked there as well.
Yeah. So if we go to
And then Monmouth's 8th. Oh, that's so okay.
So Monmouth 8th is coming up.
In 7
5 minutes or whatever, 6 minutes. Okay.
And Monmouth's 8. Damn it. The Schraff Master has.
This is a BC contest. What the hell am I looking at?
He has the 1 on every entry in Monmouth's 8th.
I don't know what the hell.
All 8-1. Okay, so there we go. So Brent needs in Monmouth's 8th race. Brent needs the 1.
Well, okay. So what? Okay, this is an NHC qualifier, Labor Day feature. Oh, those are 22 entries. It's got to be the feature, right?
Yeah, you just keep scrolling until you see featured. There it is, right there. Yep.
There it is. Okay, so $53. Now you got to get in the 40s. All right, so we need Monmouth 8th. And yeah, I'm kind of sad I didn't get my bet in on that one, but that's okay. It wasn't like a bomb or nothing, but it was $9.
Brent is on Gun Running Gal.
Well, I'm going to bet it blindly. And not a lot, just, fart around, you know what I mean? Not really. Since
He's got it on all 3 entries.
Yeah, if he's got it in all 3, I'm gonna play it. There's boom. It's a good price. A little bit of an overlay, it looks like.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna play that one.
Oh, it's trained by Claudio Gonzalez, who also trains the 8-5, 6-5 favorite in here.
By the way, everybody agrees with me. Christmas Vacation's the best. Don't you remember when they went to chop the tree down at the beginning? And yeah, it was good. Somebody get my stogie. Remember the squirrel running around in the living room, and cousin Eddie goes and gets his boss and brings him to the house. And
yeah. You and I have different tastes in movies.
Yeah, and Die Hard. Come on, you thought it was just okay?
It was okay.
All right. So, what kind of films do you like? Like, what's your top 3 or 4 films? Maybe I like them too. I don't know.
Okay, so my favorite movie of all time is The Natural.
Okay, that's over the top. Hitting lights.
That's
Shit.
not the point of the movie. The point of the movie is it's about, I think it's about some combination of redemption and the flawed hero and learning from your mistakes. And
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, it's not. Listen, it's a cool, like, if you're thinking of baseball movies, it's on a list. I'll give you that.
It's not
Okay.
about baseball. The Natural is not a baseball movie, but
Well, neither is Moneyball, but it is. There's baseball involved. I love Moneyball, which it sounds like you've never seen that, but
I've seen Moneyball. It was okay. And then Lost in Translation would be probably in the top 3 or 4 on my list.
Lost in Translation. I gotta get a memory jogger on that one because why is that escaping me?
Best Picture nominee. Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights is
With Dirk Diggler?
yeah. Also a Best Picture nominee.
Lost in Translation. Okay, it's got Murray. Okay, well, Bill Murray's in it. I'll give it a shot again. I saw it a long time ago.
Yeah.
So these are the type. Okay. Does Lost in Translation have an Oasis like
No.
music thing? Okay.
No.
So I'm trying to figure out what.
No. And then Gladiator's probably in my top 10.
Got a sequel coming out or a prequel? I don't know. Sequel.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Denzel Washington's in it.
I think.
I like Gladiator. Gladiator was cool, but I liked it.
I need to. Unfortunately, I need to log off, and I need to go be a father and a husband. As much as I would prefer to stay on camera here.
Yeah, go ahead.
That I'm going to bet. So Brent's on the 1 here. Let's root him home. I would say let's get on for the end of the contest, but you've got your 23rd fantasy draft tonight, so that can't happen.
Yeah, I got my draft at 6:30 Central Time, and so this contest would be going on for another.
Yeah, late.
3.5 hours.
I think something like that. Yeah,
that's insane.
Gets down to the end of the Del Mar card. Yeah. So, all right, Steve-O, another week. Let's connect in a couple days, buddy.
Yeah, we're good. All right, Justin.
Later, bro.
Cool. All right, guys, I'm going to hang out with you guys for a little while. Let's see what happens here with Brent on the 1 here at Monmouth. Now, if I'm looking at this race, what race is this? 8? What is he like about this one? This is an optional claiming. It's not in for a tag. It's going a mile. Got inside position. It's run once here for 30. Ran 3rd. Lost to a next out winner. Worked well before the last, but it ran dead last time as the beaten favorite. Wide gave way, so, but it was only a 6-horse field.
One minute to post. 1 minute.
3's going to have a pace advantage. So is the 5. So maybe they can beat each other up a little bit. 7's going to sit just behind them. 8 will press as the. So the trainer has 2 in here. He's got the 1. He's got the 8. Now the 8 has Paco. So that explains why the 8 is 8-5. It's won 3 of 4, 2 in a row. But it's always run kind of cheap. And now you're stepping up even higher. I would venture to say that the 1, if it was in the same races as the 8, would have also won these races. I mean, this horse broke its maiden in June, ran 3rd against 7,500 claimers, and now it's won 2 in a row. I don't see an equipment change. But at 8-5, I wouldn't want it. All right, let's see if the 1 can do something.
Lucky will be in first, and this is how we do this every time with her. We back her into the gate. This is her way of getting in there.
It's funny.
There you have it. Bucket Lucky's it. Gun Running Gal, the stablemate to Bucket Lucky, next up to the rail post.
Well, if we can get back to a few of those races, yeah, 100%. The one can fire here. So, and we're getting
West
an
Side
overlay.
Girl. Come again.
It's grind away and get good early position on the rail here, and
Summers at the shore.
we'll have a target to run at. Let's see what
A hunch
happens.
play here, possibly for this race. Principia in the orange jacket goes in. Two back. Tavin. And finally, the Bruno Schickendans entrant. Collect That. Here's Collect That for the Yvonne Belsour barn. We're ready to go in the nightcap on Labor Day. And Lara in the finale, and there was
Okay,
a
there goes
roar
all
from
the
Labor
outside
Day
speed.
crowd
We'll
as
save
the field
ground.
left the gate. Collect That from the far outside post, getting to the
Okay.
front, crossing all the way over to the rail. Well done by Nick Juarez to get Collect That to the lead and to the inside to save ground on the first turn.
A
Collect
little
That,
tight down there, but
pacemaker
no
early on by about
checking.
a length from Bucket Lucky, who
Okay,
runs in
we're good.
second. Summers at the shore is third, right behind them. There's a gap of a length to Principia on a hold right now, running in the fourth position. Tavin's between horses. Gun Running Gal inside of that.
Still got
Fair,
inside
3 lengths
position
back to
on
West Side
3.
Girl,
No.
who's the trailer. They're down the back stretch. Collect That. The pacemaker, 3/4 of a length. Bucket Lucky right behind in press mode second. Summers at the shore is third to the inside of Principia in the orange jacket. Then comes Tavin, Gun Running Gal side by side. They're only 3 lengths off the lead, and another length. The West Side Girl getting a little bit closer from the back, kept on the outside by Fernando Hara. As they go
Okay,
into the
let's
far
see if we
turn.
can.
Collect That. 3 furlongs to go, a neck in front.
It was
Bucket
unable
Lucky
to get through
between
there.
horses niggled along, but is right there. And a 3, Principia poised to pounce.
Now he's going to come
with a
again.
shot,
I
has
don't
no
know about
excuses
this.
to this point. 3 of them across the track at the quarter pole. A length and a half.
Trying to gather
Tavin.
momentum here.
Summers at the shores lost position. Top of the lane. Collect That.
Wish we could have took a rail run somehow, but
Principia on the
all right.
outside, motoring to the front.
Maybe the
Bucket
one
Lucky
can.
behind now in second. Tavin is third. Down the center of the track.
Not going to
Gun
get
Running
there.
Gal putting up a late rally, but it's Principia and Miguel Vasquez who open up
Get
the
second?
lead to 2
Place
with
money?
the 16th left. And it's Principia, the daughter of Creed Point
No.
Crusader, to win the nightcap by a
Yeah,
length and
I
a half.
mean,
Bucket Lucky
you know,
was
if you could have
second,
found a
Tavin's
scene.
third, Gun Running Gal
I didn't like that
fourth.
overland route there. Got pinched out of there a little bit. Should have came back again. It looked like it had momentum. Gallop out is okay, but yeah, it should have tried to at least get through one of those 1, 2, 3 paths on the rail instead of going wide like that. I hate that. So Brent is going to strike out on that one. I thought the horse was logical at that price, but
Number 5, Principia first.
the 5
Bucket Lucky second. 7, Tavin
bet
third.
down to
1,
2 to 1. It looks like.
Gun Running Gal fourth. 5, 8, 7, 1.
Gosh, man, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, 14-7. So yeah, I mean, too bad the one couldn't have found a seam to run through. That sucks. All right, let's look at the next race on the contest. Starting to run out of bullets here, but we still got some stuff. That Saratoga 9th is next. There is a race at Del Mar that we like. Let's go to Del Mar. All right. So I guess some of what's 4 to 1 now, slight overlay now, but I think there's going to be some money coming in. But Francisco Garcia, America's Mark. Nice broodmare. Has a sibling that won first time out. Tiger in my tank. And a couple of other good siblings, but the workout report is good. So the 8, America's Mark, is the play here at Del Mar. Plenty of works. It's got 10 straight drills since June, 11 total. There's the broodmare. That one, the broodmare won first time asking, is a multiple stakes winner, and some decent siblings. This horse was pretty precocious early on. Won second time out after a second. Tiger in my tank won first time asking. So, yeah. As far as the rest of the field goes, I mean, not much to look at. A couple of them with a race under its belt. That one's burning money, the 3. Okay. Seven to 2 right now, and there's the 8 right there. The Sormo on the 7. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, let's see if we can get a winner. The 8, American Pharaoh. Let's see, I don't know what the top guys have.
Approaching the starting gate.
Let's look in the contest. Oh, this isn't part of the contest, so. While Brett Weiner, who is up near the... No, I'm looking at the wrong leaderboards again. My bad. Here it is. All right, who's in... 5940 is the leader right now. All right.
Horses have now reached the starting gate.
Let's go 8.
Is facing up to the gate for the second. Tropical rain day to come to the inside gate. Heart's Fantasy going up. Rizzleberry Rose going in. Pavel is appealing. Pavel is appealing Zen. Go Bernadora Ely comes up. Almond Joy on the far side. America's Mark will be the last one. Still Newport Dreams to come too. Newport Dreams goes in. America's Mark. All in. And
all right, 8 busted out good.
Newport Dreams a little slow to get going. Gobendora Ely's very fast in the middle. Rizzleberry Rose right there, and America's Mark on the far side now takes over. Here comes Pavel is appealing, breaking ground, going to go up third, the grey. Then we drop back behind that to Almond Joy. Now a good 7 off these leaders. Tropical Rain Day is next. Then comes Heart's Fantasy, and Newport Dreams last a long way. Really strung out over a lot of ground as they go into the far turn. Rizzleberry Rose and America's Mark head and head up front. Pavel is appealing to stalking them in the third spot. Down at the rail, Gobendora Ely, the long shot running a big one. Then another 5 lengths back to Almond Joy, who's asked to come after them. And Almond Joy is now closing steadily from fifth. Tropical Rain Day behind that. They're at the top of the lane. Rizzleberry Rose. Now Pavel is appealing, coming with a nice run on purple cap on the outside. Down at the rail,
No
Gobendora Ely still in with a shot too. They come for home now, and it's Pavel is appealing up to tackle Rizzleberry Rose. Pavel is appealing, Rizzleberry Rose. But Pavel is appeasing, goes on to win it by about a length in the end. Second is Rizzleberry Rose. Almond Joy was running on third, and then Gobandora Ely.
No good, guys. Doug O'Neill's having a week. Siblings are nothing to write home about. Broodmare's nothing to write home about. It's out of a distorted humor mare. I mean, the last drill was good.
Official result, winner number 2. Pavel is appealing.
Pavel gets 7%.
Second, number 6, Rizzleberry Rose. Third was number 7, Almond Joy. And fourth, number 3, Gobernadora Ely.
Didn't really like the post either, to be honest with you. No good. Yeah, it was found early. It was pressing the pace and spit the bit. Spit the bit. Let's take a peek at the next race at Saratoga. We don't have too much time. Oh yeah, this is the race where I like the maker runner. It's in a new barn, Redding the Hood. I like this horse a lot. I'll be playing the 3 with Luis Saez here. They're loading them up. All right, I got the 3 here at Saratoga. Let's see if we can get some maker magic off the claim.
Dea Matrona coming up. Fantasy performer to the outside. They're in the gate. And they're off. Next on stage, Dea Matrona, both out quickly enough. Diamond Status, It's Hot in Here, also part of the early brigade. So it will be Diamond Status to take over now. Next on stage in second, It's Hot in Here, sits in a good spot, 4 off them in third. They are followed by Dea Matrona's Silent Melody Along the Hedge, as Blowing That Turn was next on stage, coming back now toward the inside. Fantasy
That's a
Performer
good opening quarter
has
to
10
run
lengths
into.
to make up, racing 3 clear of Serpent Coca on the inside of Tongue Twister. The 2 trailers, More Mango and Baroness Bourbon, 22 and 4. Enterprising fraction here for Diamond Status, sailing right along with a 3-length cushion. Next on stage in second, 2 more. Back to It's Hot in Here and Dea Matrona passing the half-mile pole together. Then Silent Melody on the inside, 7 lengths off the lead. Fantasy Performer is next. Serpent Coca and Tongue Twister. Another 4
on,
back
Louis.
still to More Mango and Baroness Bourbon, 46 and 4. Diamond Status has a 2-length lead. Next on stage, second most of the way.
Come on, Louis. Get it going back
It's
there.
Hot in Here and Dea Matrona
Come on,
are
Louis.
side by side for their runs at the top of the
Come on.
stretch. This one's wide open from here.
Come on,
It's Hot
3.
in Here trying to get out. On the
Let's go.
outside
Mow
of
him down
her,
out there.
It's Dea Matrona is next on stage, has the lead. Next on stage running a very big race. Dea Matrona takes up the chase in second. From the back of the field,
Not gonna
Tongue
get there.
Twister, Serpent Coca 2, past the 16th pole. Next on stage, Dea Matrona. Next
Damn.
on stage, Dea Matrona. Dea Matrona
That
next on
sucks.
stage. Photo finish between those two.
Oh,
An exciting conclusion for 2 riders, Manny Franco and Dylan Davis, who have had outstanding meets. They're in a tight photo to decide the night.
well, I had those underneath on my trifecta. I needed to needed a 3 on top, but those were pretty logical runners.
Photo finish.
$72 over 3 to 1. The 3 hung wide out there. Let's see who won this. Well, it looks like I don't know. It might be a dead heat. 6 got the. I thought got the better bob, but it was coming back. So your guess is as good as mine on that one. Let's see if we can get a better slow-mo here. I don't know what dog you guys have in the fight here, but they're showing the 6. 6 got the bob, but it was coming
Number
back.
6, Dea Matrona was first. 7 next on
And
stage.
yeah, it was
second.
ahead.
9, Tongue Twister third. 5, Silent Melody fourth.
Manny Franco. Well, the 3 didn't even round out the super. It was a photo finish for third, and it couldn't get there. All right, what's the next one we got here? First of all, let's go to the leaderboard here. What did Brent have? Thornton had the 6, so Thornton's he's going to move up. Okay, here's Schraff. He had the 5 in that one. Okay. So if we look at the actual Alan Sadler, he's going to move up. Oh, this is the wrong contest again. Gosh, why does it keep doing that? Because I'm not in it, and when I refresh it, there it is. Oh, the leader. Oh, wow. Oh, that was it. It's updated. Okay, that's the updated standings. There's Paul Sherman. I'm trying to recognize some of the players in here. and will it? The next race is going to be interesting because potential superstar and ferocious. The hopeful, 7 panels. It's funny. I usually put trip notes in for horses. I put a trip note in here for ferocious future grade 1 winner. Wow, that's how awesome the debut was. Out of the 1 hole. You don't see 2-year-olds out of the 1 hole first asking, bobble, and crush. So this could be any kind of a horse. They spent 1.3 million on it, so it's going to be interesting to see how good this animal is. In a contest, do you pick this horse? No, you look to at least get more money for place, try and figure out who's going to run second and get paid. And if you get lucky, if it wins, you get really paid. So this is the type of horse that you're not going to pick, at least me, the way I play these win place mythical contests. I love the horse. Don't get me wrong. The colt, I mean, he's something else, but it's one that I you absolutely do not pick, in my opinion, in a tournament like this. But some people have a different way of looking at it. If you have multiple entries and maybe you play one of the cards chalk, where you can maybe win a prize with like $50, yeah, you pick this horse. If you're playing like 2 or 3 entries, but at the NHC, this is one you'll never play, unless you were at the final table, and But even then, you wouldn't play it unless somebody was within like $4 or $5, so you can block them. So it's not a horse you're going to pick too often at all in any of these type of contests. It's actually your friend. When you have a horse like this in the race, you actually have 2 horses in the race. You're rooting for your horse and this one in case your horse doesn't do well. If there's anybody to upset it, I mean, these are 2-year-olds going 7 panels. You just don't know. The Pletcher runner ran really quick for 5 furlongs, though. Kind of like the 8 a little bit. That was a good race at 6.5. If anybody can go with I guess if the 7 runs out there and get the 7, you got the 4. I don't know. The 2 was so professional after it bobbled. It just did what it wanted and just drew off. Let me see who it beat that day. A couple of these have come back. This one didn't do much. This one sucks. Not much there. So the runner-up did come back and run a nice second. Actually, no, that was the second. My bad. So, yeah, I don't know who this one beat. That was the debut as well. So, yeah, we don't really know what this runner beat, but visually, and I don't know what the sheet, what the sheets are going to look like, but the 96 Beyer speed figure was a monster. It was on a muddy track, so I did it like the mud, but we'll see. We got a race at Del Mar that's going to be going off in 13 minutes. Let's take a peek at that one. It's a stake. $100,000 restricted stake. What is this for? Non-winners of a sweepstakes of 50,000 other than state bred at a mile or over since February 1st. Okay. Some decent runners in here. Short field. Not much to look at. This one here is interesting because the work tab at Del Mar is good. And it ran well here last year. So the one, Yuki, is one I might be interested in because it's run arguably its best 2 races here at Del Mar. It's got 1 race off the little layoff here that was pretty bad at Los Alamitos, but that's a tricky surface, and that was a grade 2, and looks like it had some issues that day. Back to Del Mar, and it's been training great locally, so I don't think the 3rd race is part of the... No, it's not, but I don't know. I'd probably play the 3 here at that price. It's 15-1 projected to go off at 21. I don't know. I mean, these Pleasanton horses, this horse likes Pleasanton, but I've seen him a million times run well there and run like crap in Southern California. The 4, haven't seen it since June for Bob, but it's Bob, and it's the horse, you know, the filly's got some talent. 5 is training well here as well. It's going to be a pace factor. 6 is pretty quick too when it wants to be, so all stake races, it's even money, 1-2. Yeah, I'd want to try and beat that 6. I don't know, man. The longest shot on the board looks interesting to me. I don't know. I mean, it's a 5-year-old. It's light. It's... It'd have to run a little quicker, but it's run its best races here. Maybe it can run faster. We'll see. I don't know. Not a race I'm crazy interested in, but it's not part of the tournament anyway. Saratoga. I can't believe Saratoga's 10th is part of this tournament. I guess. How many people picked Ferocious? I wonder. Number 2. All right, so guy in 7th here picked Ferocious. Tim Gavin, a couple of these guys. So, there's, I guess if you think you can get free money, and if it wins, it's going to kill a place pool anyway for whoever runs second. So if you think it's going to win, I guess go with it. But these young horses are goofy. But yeah, that was impressive. Matter of fact, since we got some time, let's watch the debut of Ferocious. 1 hole, which is tough to do first asking. Strong gallop out. Looked like he had to get on him a little bit. He was stuck down there. The one hole just sucks altogether on sprints. I hate them. You know, I hate sprints out of the one hole when you're on turf or dirt. But once he angled out and found a seam, boom, switched leads and was gone. So that was pretty cool. Maybe we're looking at a potential superstar here. Flatter, Midnight Loot. I don't know. Let's take a look at the breeding. They spent a lot of money on this. Obviously, they're going to be looking at the Breeders' Cup after this for the juvenile, I would imagine. But one other foal that won on debut, and it was claimed for 40. So very interesting. It's a filly. It was in for 40. They spent 140 on it. The race, the race was before. It made a 3-year-old debut 5 weeks before Ferocious ran. Wow. And then Ferocious crushed. Now somebody has, a potential really good broodmare at the very least. But man, you spent $140,000 on a filly. Who knows what kind of, it didn't make it to the races until June of 3, but just gave up on it, huh? I wouldn't say give up, but you run it for 40. It was off slow that day as well, and won, but at the very least, you got a breeding prospect. So broodmare is on turf. Very cool. All right, let's go to Saratoga here. Actually, we're going to go to Del Mar and watch this other race before we get the Ferocious. I'm going to play the one horse a little bit here. Why the hell not? I'm also going to play it. Let's see. In an exacta. Again, I might be nuts for liking this horse, but I'm going to go 4-6 over the 1. And the 1 over the 4-6. Okay. Not a lot of money. Try and bet a little bit to make a lot. See what happens. And then after this, we'll watch Ferocious, and then I got to run. I got to prep for a fantasy football meeting. I hope all you guys saw my video the other day on by the way, we're going to have a lot of football content during the season, fantasy football, and, we're going to be doing some point spread stuff. I gave out USC. I didn't bet the money line, but some of the people that I know, did bet money line, but I liked them plus 4.5, and they ended up winning outright. So USC looks like they played better defensively, and I don't think they're going to lose a lot, believe it or not, with Caleb Williams not being there. I like Miller Moss, and I think he's going to have a good year at quarterback. So
The horses are approaching the starting gate.
anyway, let's see if the one does anything here at all, if he can run out the exacta and beat one of these favorites.
The horses have now reached the starting gate.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Racing up to the gate for the Tranquility Lake Stakes. Yuki, the first one to come forward.
Maybe the one figured things out.
Yuki goes in. Ascendancy has the red cap. Here's Show Card. Liberal Lady in the blue cap. Super Shine will complete the lineup. Super Shine coming forward. Goes in. All set now for the Tranquility Lake Stakes. And away they go. Oh, Liberal Lady stumbled at the
favorite
start.
broke last, so that helps.
Really poorly. Super Shine's last by 5-6
helps.
lengths early on. They go into the turn, and Yuki has the advantage now in the
25 to 1.
Show Card. They're not in any hurry out here. Ascendancy in the red cap is right there in third. Liberal Lady on the outside is 4 lengths off the leader. And keen to go on now is Super Shine, taking a strong hold and tugging at the rider at the back.
6 is all over
25 lengths covers the lot. They pass the 3/4 pole, and Yuki is still the leader. In the second spot, Show Card comes to quicken the pace now. On the far side, Ascendancy, almost 3 in a line. Liberal Lady is now comfortable fourth, only 2.5 off the leader. And down at the rail is Super Shine. 5 runners tightly grouped now as they run past the half-mile pole.
Don't let that 6 come up the rail on you. Oh, that's
Super
terrible.
Shine from dead last and kicking all the way through at the rail. Super Shine now turning it into a sprint for that far turn. Show Card is going with them. 3 in a line as they come to the 3/8. Then it's 4 lengths back to Liberal Lady, and Ascendancy has dropped out of it. They come into the quarter pole. Yuki just the leader, but Show Card now takes over.
Come on, Yuki.
And Show Card is the horse to beat.
Dig.
Super Shine, not surprisingly, after that start has given way and she's dropping out of it. Then Liberal Lady. They're at the top of the lane now, and Show
I need you to hang on
Card
for a
is in
second,
full
though.
flight
Oh,
for the
boy,
wire
this
and
is gonna
opened up on them. And Show Card pulling away with each and every stride. 6, 7. You can pick your own number now. It doesn't matter. Show Card is just coming waltzing in under Juan Hernandez. Will win it by double figures in the end. Show Card could not have done it easier than that. Second place will go to Super Shine. Then came Yuki, Ascendancy, and Liberal Lady.
No good. I had, well, you guys know what I bet. I had the 2 favorites over Yuki and vice versa. And, exacta, and I didn't like the fact that they almost let the 6 come up on the inside. Then you had 2 horses on each side. I don't know. La Prida, 4% jock for a reason, I guess. It was worth a try, though. But, man, the 4 ran off the screen. All right, let's go to let's go to Saratoga. And maybe we will witness greatness here. And then I'll sign off, guys. You guys can have a good Labor Day, rest of your Labor Day. I gotta log into my Fantasy Pro software. I gotta sync my leagues. Here we go.
The father and son team of Tony and Carson Gambaro bring the horses onto the track for the 120th running of the Grade 1 hopeful. Number 2, Ferocious to Jockey Arad Ortiz Jr. 5, Smokin' Wicked, Ricardo Santana Jr. The late pick 3 starts in 8 minutes.
All right, let's see how good this horse is. Ferocious. So I'm gonna play the 6 here underneath. It's 15-1. Kind of like the
2 minutes to the hopeful.
I like that last race. And let me see what the exact is paying. What's it? 2-6. Okay, 15-1. So the way I look at it, I got a horse that's 15-1 here. I kind of man. Wow, I guess they. Well, I'm gonna play that one. I'll do a straight 2-6. I mean, let's see if we can do something here. All right, 2-6 straight. It's 15-1. See if we can hit it. That last race that the 6 ran in,
Horses are approaching the starting gate.
Moplex did come back and win another little state bred stake. So also there's a horse that ran next to last that won a optional claiming allowance race. So, you know, and 3 Echoes hit the board a few times in graded stakes. So not too bad. I just like the way that the 6 ran after some trouble, and the first 2 races were good. It was the beaten favorite that day. All right. 2 over the 6.
It's post time for the 120th running of the Hopeful.
All right, see if we can witness a monster superstar here. Breeders' Cup horse, or potentially even a Kentucky Derby contender next year. I don't know how far they're going to want to send this one. I would imagine for that price tag, and they'll get some Derby fever if they win this after the Breeders' Cup.
Ferocious going up. Last few left to load. Innovator.
2-6, 2-6.
Mentee. Chancer McPatrick comes up. 2 more left to load. Tough Catch awaits his turn. Incentive Pay to the outside. Going in. Little daylight for him. As they open the front of the gate. He's loaded. They're in the gate. And they're off in the Hopeful. And Smokin' Wicked, once again, very quick away from the gate. Faster than Mentee, who comes away in second. Ferocious in the top flight, just 2 lengths off the pace in third, followed by Tough Catch, who's fourth, 4 lengths off the lead. Then Innovator. Incentive Pay is in mid-pack with 8 lengths to make up. Studley Do Right, followed by Chancer McPatrick and Mr. Mendelslew at the back of the field. 22-3 for the opening quarter mile. It's Smokin' Wicked and Mentee head-to-head, as Ferocious is guided to the outside past the half-mile pole in third. Then comes Innovator along the rail in fourth, followed by Tough Catch, who's 5 lengths off the lead. 2 more to Incentive Pay. Chancer McPatrick has 8 to make up, starting to pick up some ground. Studley Do Right is next, a long way to Mr. Mendelslew. 45-3 for Smokin' Wicked, who's been head-to-head with Mentee at the top of the stretch. These 2 will come to the 8th pole right together. Incentive Pay dives down towards that very familiar inside for his run. Ferocious did not fire his best shot.
Ferocious is done.
Patrick did, and he's coming fast on the outside. They're past the 16th pole.
Oh, shit, Ferocious might win.
Ferocious comes alive, but
the 8's going to get it.
Proves best in the Hopeful.
Wow.
Beating Ferocious. Incentive Pay was third, and Smokin' Wicked finished fourth.
Okay, I got to look at that. How about that? Chad Brown, the one that came from way out of it last time, did so again this time. That was a maiden special weight debut.
Number 8, Chancer McPatrick was first. 2, Ferocious finished second. 9, Incentive Pay third. And 5, Smokin' Wicked was fourth.
I thought he was going to come back and win this. And that's horse racing, guys, in a nutshell right there. Young horses, anything can happen. The 8 was the second choice. Fractions were fast enough for 7 furlongs for 2-year-olds, especially at half mile. Le'Veon Pratt. Very interesting. Let's see what we have here. How many people had that horse? What number was that again? That was the 8. Okay. So this guy had it. David Wolf. That one there. So a few guys had it in the top. And all these guys down here are going to move up. Okay. All right. Well, interesting turn of events there. Yeah, the 8. I was going for a good little exacta here. I had the 2 on top anyway, but yeah, the 8. I mean, they're all 2-year-olds. It looked logical, but 4-1. I don't normally bet these 2-year-old races very often, but for the purpose of this, you have to pick a winner. That's a perfect example of why you don't pick a horse like Ferocious in a mythical $2 win place. Anyway. All right, I got to get ready for my fantasy draft, guys. It was cool to get on and talk with you guys. Like and subscribe. And we'll get some football content out too for Sunday's action or Saturday. I don't know. We're going to come together with some kind of a show for that. But we will talk to you soon. Look for us. If you hit the bell notification, all of our content will come up automatically. Cheers to you as well.